just wired like that.
Right.
Because he feel like, oh, they didn't believe me anyway. It's tough.
Right.
They believe the truth anyway. It's tough.
But the truth of the matter is that they know. Ronald Reagan said it back in I think 1985. He wanna create a space Star Wars Space Force. Space Force for what? Who going out space? Who will we fight?
Trump just signed it. Like
Yeah,
2 months ago.
that's the new that's the Space Force.
Right.
Yeah, now he designed a whole military branch designed to protect Earth from what?
And we ain't never seen nothing top the sky with greatness.
Right. But NASA seen. They seen black men out. You know what I'm saying? They seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're horrified. And the real scholars, they are into this book. They are researching this book. You know what I'm saying? You got the real scholars out there. They waiting. They looking at the sky, the telescope. They waiting for them to come.
So they basically trying to get everybody to join up with them to fight against God.
Pretty much. That is going to happen.
I see that happening. I see them really trying. That's what they're doing in the movies and stuff.
Right.
They're heroes. They make themselves the heroes.
Right.
And their villains be basically a whacked out version of the Most High.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's already been recorded in this Bible. The Bible will tell you. Matter of fact, let me get First of all, we already know that Christ had a lineage. He had a matter of fact, let me go back to Matthew chapter 1 verse. Go to 16 so I can just finish that up, so you can get a full understanding of the genealogy and Christ. Christ just came from the lawns of a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just hard for Christians right now to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Matthew 1, verse 16.
Go ahead.
And Jacob begot Joseph.
And Jacob begot who?
And Jacob begot Joseph.
Go ahead.
The husband of Mary.
The husband of Mary. So Joseph actually is a descendant of kings. He's a poor king. So if Solomon didn't break and how Solomon lost how Solomon lost the kingdom, right? Foreign women. That's how Solomon lost the kingdom. From there, it was all downhill. So now we got Joseph, which is Solomon's grandfather, who slept with Mary and got Jesus. It's real simple, you know what I'm saying? And the problem comes with the other part where it says that he want to put her. It's like this. Back in the day, if a woman got pregnant, I ain't gonna say if a little girl got pregnant, 13, 14, back in the day, where would that little girl, if she ain't gonna get an abortion, where would she go? Most of the time, they'd send her down south or something, send her to her aunt. They do that just so she won't be a public example. They do that because so she won't be embarrassed. So when she come back, the little girl be 3 years old. It's already. That's the same thing what Joseph did with Mary. Because Mary, back then, your father had to give away his daughter. Joseph slept with Mary. Mary seen Joseph and was like, oh, good night. You know what I'm saying? Got the Holy Spirit in her. You know what I'm saying? And she seen that man and, Joseph, he slept with her. And that wasn't a traditional way of sleeping. And actually, he could have, sometimes you could be put to death for sleeping without the father's permission. So that's why it said that Joseph, wanted to put her away. You know what I mean? But the angel came and talked to Joseph, said, don't be ashamed of that. What you did was, you know what I mean, it's a righteous thing right there, because you just born the king. You know, this is going to rule this planet, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, a lot of Christians don't understand that. And that king, you know what I'm saying, like we was talking about, you know what I'm saying, he was born from flesh, you know what I'm saying, but he's the son of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Very powerful man. And, you know, he's the one that's coming back. You know what I'm saying? He died and, you know, it's all written in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to, I'm going to skip that. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Christians think, you know, Christ is going to, you know, he's going to float down and give everybody hugs and kisses and stuff like that, but that's not the case. You know, he's not giving out candies or anything like that. He's coming for a purpose, and he's mad. He's not the nice guy he was when he first. And I don't know why the Christian church don't read this. You need to know, you know, how he's coming back and who he's coming to save, you know, and only he's not coming to save everybody. Where is that in the Bible? That he said he's coming to save everybody on the planet. It don't say. Go ahead, read.
Isaiah 66:15.
Go ahead.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
The Lord will come with what?
With fire.
You know what I'm saying? With fire. The Lord will come with fire. You know what I'm saying? Would he come with fire? He ain't, you know, he not starting no barbecues or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead. Yeah.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
With his what?
With his chariots like a whirlwind.
With his chariots like a whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? Those chariots are flying saucers. You know what I'm saying? Like a whirlwind. They got video on the internet of certain sightings, and there's a couple of them where the chariot is on the water, and when it's on the water, it creates like a real whirlwind. You know what I mean? On the water. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of photos of that. You know, they trying to make it out. It's a couple of NASA photos. It's interesting. But, you know, when I see them things, I be like, yeah, that's the chariots. And, you know, when they want to be seen real quick, you know what I mean, and duck off. You know what I mean? You'll never see them again or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those are the chariots of the Most High. You got some more of that?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Him again or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those are the chariots of the Most High.
Render his anger with fury.
But to render his anger with fury. You know what I'm saying? He's mad. He ain't just coming with fire. He's ringing, you know what I mean? He's mad. He's coming to destroy things. Who? Why? You know what I'm saying? Because he coming to redeem his people. You know what I'm saying? We got an oppressor that is on our neck, that have been oppressing us, slaughtering us, you know what I mean? Old and young. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to rebuke with flames of fire. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord coming with chariots. It says it right there, will rebuke with fire. You know what I'm saying? He's not coming. Where did they, in the Christian church, did they show you that, you know, he's hugging, you know, the little homosexual Jesus Christ they have on TV? Right. Where did they show? Where is that in the Bible that he's coming up? It's nowhere in the Bible. I don't even know where they get that from. We could go even more further. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 16.
Go ahead.
By fire and by his word will the Lord plead with all flesh.
With all flesh. You understand? You gotta get your head right. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't want to face the other side of that sword. You know what I'm saying? You got some more on that?
Yes.
Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Shall be many. You know what I'm saying? And he's coming with his chariots, but look, most of that killing he's going to be doing. Can you imagine? You can't even fathom that. We talking about the world's military. We talking about F-16 fighters, Russian MiGs, Raptors. All those military mights ain't going to be able to even, not even in person. I mean, we had, Samson? Samson killed 10,000 men with a jawbone of an ass. So just imagine how Christ is coming. The what? So you can imagine. So you can imagine, how Christ come back. All through the scriptures, it got little signs and stuff of UFOs and stuff to tell you how Christ is coming. He's not coming back. They don't say nothing about, what did the Christian church tell you how the Christ coming back? How does it look? What's the vision of the way that they depict how Christ is coming back?
Like on a cloud.
On a cloud.
Mm-hmm. They claim he's coming back. They basically love everybody, hug everybody, make them sing all day long. I don't know.
Yeah. That's on a cloud. They don't watch Cabin in the Sky too long or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like good night, like a cloud, like okay. You gotta think about 5,000 years ago. Anything that was in the sky is even a bird or a cloud. So when they seen a UFO, the only thing they could think about was a great cloud or a big cloud. Matter of fact, we're going to get a description of one of them clouds in Ezekiel. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 5. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 5, or maybe 4.
Okay. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 4.
Go ahead.
And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north. A great cloud.
A what?
A great cloud.
Now look, they just explained. This is Ezekiel explaining what he's seen. A great whirlwind. And even they're going to explain these UFOs will be a whirlwind or a great cloud. But this scripture is giving you the in-depth of how that cloud looked. Go ahead, read.
And a fire enfolding itself.
And fire enfolding itself.
And a brightness was about it.
And a brightness was about it. Now, we talking about a cloud.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we talking about a cloud with fire. Now, you got to think. Let's think 5,000 years ago how people actually thought. They ain't know nothing about no airplanes or flying saucers or nothing like that. It's even a mountain or a cloud. Or that's how they, how can they explain? They can't, they ain't gonna. What else could they say?
They don't have the word UFO.
Exactly. Right. They don't even have. It's not even their vocabulary. Right. So everything that's big like that, but this right here, explaining what we see today on YouTube. Go ahead, read some more.
And out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber.
Of color of what?
As the color of amber.
Now, I don't know if you ever seen any UFO sightings on TV. Have you ever seen them?
Yes, I've seen them.
So, what do they depict of sometimes? Of amber sometimes, on it? You ever seen one that was amber?
I really never.
You never seen that?
No.
They got a couple of them, and it's the color of amber. It's exactly how that sounds in the Bible.
Amber
is like like a flare gun. You know a flare. You know that color that flare get out when you get. That's amber.
Well, if that's the case, then I've seen plenty of them.
Yeah. So they be on YouTube and stuff like that. That's the same thing that Ezekiel is explaining right there.
Right.
But he said it's a cloud. You ever heard this before?
Yeah.
You did?
That's all.
Okay, go ahead.
And out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, and out of the midst of the fire. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
Now, this is the likeness. These are the angels, the 4 living creatures. And now they're going to explain how now in the Christian church, an angel has a little, pasty white person with, nice white robe and, sometimes a little naked white baby or something like that with rings on it. But this is going to explain how one of Christ's, angels look. Go ahead.
And read the top again.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. Also at the midst thereof came out the likeness of 4 living creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the appearance, and this was their appearance.
Okay.
They had the likeness of a man.
I had the likeness of a man. You know what I'm saying? So we already know the likeness of a man, which means they walk like us, you know what I'm saying, upright like us. Go ahead.
Everyone had 4 faces.
They had what?
Everyone had 4 faces.
They had 4 faces. Can you imagine something, an angel coming up to you with 4 faces? You know what I'm saying? That's serious. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Any man give his life for
You
your
know what I'm
house.
saying? Now this angel has 4 wings. There ain't those 2 wings. Those 2 white wings on it. This one had 4 wings. You understand? Go ahead.
And their feet were straight feet.
You know what I'm saying?
And the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
A sole of a calf foot. Let me ask you a question. You ever seen a Chinese flip?
Yeah.
Kung Fu flip? You ever seen them ninjas wear those with the split hook?
Yeah.
That's what those angels was wearing.
So it's like almost like combat.
Combat, yeah. They serious. Serious looking creatures that can kill you in a heartbeat.
You know, it's amazing because when you look at those, look at inside of like, when you Google it or you look in something Esau put out there, he want to show you a real calf foot.
Right,
to throw you off.
Right.
To throw you off. Because that's where I was at when I was in Christianity.
Okay.
I would see a real calf foot and try to put that on a humanoid body.
Right.
You know, but this the real the way you set it down, it makes way
more sense. Yeah, it makes way more sense. Because it said straight foot like a man. It didn't say like straight foot like a beast.
Right.
It says straight foot like a man with a calf's foot.
Mm-hmm.
Now they talking about just the foot, man. Those are ninja boots right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And those angels could kick major tail with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Christ the Lord got all types of looking angels. He got some that look like us. He got some that's probably giants and some that's, some with 4 faces. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got all types of, you know what I'm saying? You got a legion of, go ahead.
Let me ask you something. See, like, he got multiple creatures in the earth. And when he say, as in heaven, as in the earth, can you kind of like correspond the same way? Like, it's like as many creatures as in the earth could be there too?
You talking about as in earth, as in heaven? You talking about in the inner earth?
Like, yeah, like I was. Is it true that the earth is like a replica of heaven, or the kingdom of God's kingdom?
No. Earth is earth. Okay. Now, the Lord said, "In my Father's house there are many mansions." Those many mansions are. If you look out at a nice night, you can see hundreds of thousands of stars. Those are the Lord's mansions. And every star is a sun near that star. So whole solar systems out there that we can look at it, we can't even reach. Now the scientists starting to reach some of them. But when the kingdom of heaven comes, the Lord is going to have us we might get a spaceship apiece, you know what I'm saying? With 144,000, hopefully I'm one of them. Get a spaceship and we can go out, you know what I mean? We be so powerful, we go out to find your own planet or something, you know what I'm saying? And come back and forth, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have new bodies and all that, you know what I'm saying? And all, like I said, all that's recorded in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? And just to get a clarification of, you know, how the Lord depicts, I mean, in the Bible, that everything's, every cloud is a flying saucer in the Bible. You know,
Every cloud?
Okay, I'll show you. Let me get Acts chapter 1, verse 9. I'm going to run it down to you real quick. Try not to be that long on it. Majority of the clouds are in the Bible we know as UFOs.
Okay, I understand now.
Okay.
At first I thought you were saying the clouds we see all the
No.
I understand.
Salaki, I ain't mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, the clouds, like I said back then, 6,000 years ago, they see something that looked like a cloud.
Let me ask you, with these translations, right? That was strategically inserted in there as cloud, or?
Well, that's how they used to speak back then.
Okay, I get it.
So that's how the text. That's how they depicted in the text as clouds, because that's how they used to talk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now the Bible was today, they've been calling a flying saucer, but we talking 6,000 years ago. No technology, nothing.
Okay.
So whatever they see is like, you know. So you got that?
Yes, sir. Said, Acts chapter 1, verse 9.
Yeah. Go ahead, read that.
And when he had spoken these things, while we beheld.
Now we talking about, this is Christ after he's being risen up. Okay.
And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
A cloud received him. And this is Christ raising up from the dead, getting, what's it called? Beamed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's getting beamed up in the cloud. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read.
And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel.
You know what I'm saying? So in that cloud, 2 men was in that apparel. So while he getting beamed up, 2 men is grabbing him into the flying saucer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, there's that cloud again, but this cloud now got 2 men inside the cloud receiving Christ. Go ahead, read some more.
Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Jesus which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as you have seen him go into heaven.
You know what I'm saying? So the same way how you seen him go up in there, it's the same way how he's coming back in that cloud. You know what I'm saying? And that was a great cloud, you know what I'm saying? 2 men received him, gone. You know what I'm saying? Next time we see him, we're going to see him in that same cloud. But this time when we come back, we're going to know exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more clarification on the clouds so I can show you that the clouds in the Bible pretty much represent UFO. So you can go to Luke chapter 21, verse 27.
Luke chapter 21, verse 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud.
The who?
And then shall they see the Son of Man.
The Son of Man. Who's the Son of Man?
Christ.
Christ. There you go. Go ahead.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud.
Coming in a what?
In a cloud.
In a cloud. You know what I'm saying? What did they say? What did the men inside the cloud say? They said the same way that you see him come out, the same way he's coming back. But the Christian church gonna think he's really coming in a cloud. But we went to Ezekiel and showed you that whirlwind. That's the cloud. You know what I'm saying? We went to Ezekiel. I showed you that cloud. You know what I'm saying? With the fire enfolded in it. This is the same cloud. You know what I'm saying? That is coming back. And look, you got some more on that? What was that?
I'm sorry, what verse is that?
No, that was 1 and 9.
Luke and Luke?
Oh, Luke 21 to 27. My bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, you want to go to 28?
No, you could drop that. Go to 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 11. Let's get a clarification. So you starting to paint the picture of how these clouds look a little bit in your mind. That's why you got to dissect this Bible. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? And in order to really dissect the Bible, you got to be in the Israelite School of Universal Practice.
Yeah.
Under command and general honor. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna break these scripture down. You see them go against us, and you know what I mean? They get knocked down. Everybody get knocked down.
I was telling you when I first got here, I couldn't explain I know y'all got a nice little, when it comes on, I like the music.
Right.
Music cool.
Mm.
And the guys go hard. They really teach.
Right.
They don't compromise.
No.
I love that.
No.
They don't compromise.
No, we don't compromise.
They don't give up nobody's feelings.
No.
I need that.
Right.
You know?
We all need it. You know what I'm saying? We all need
That's
it.
the only way.
It's the only way.
I don't see no other way. You compromise anything, if you compromise with me, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple.
That's right. Where was we at?
2 Kings 2:11.
2 and 11.
And it came to pass as they still went on and taught, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire.
A what?
A chariot of fire.
A chariot of fire. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And horses of fire.
Uh-huh.
And parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind.
There go that whirlwind again. This is Elijah getting taken up by the UFO. And that was the last time that Elisha seen him.
Can you explain something to me?
Yeah, but
Horses of fire.
the horses of fire, okay. From when I was told, the horses of fire is like, it just looked like, dang, how do you explain it to you? You know what? I'm gonna have to come back to that.
I just want
Can
to.
you help out, sir? We online?
Say again.
We online?
Come.
The horses of fire.
The horses of fire.
Yeah.
The same as the whirlwind.
Right,
The horses are what people of that age would look back and say, that crash that's carrying this is a horse. That's
Right.
how they look at it.
Right. Like a chariot.
So it's like
a chariot, a vessel that's carrying.
So is it similar like what they say when they make trucks with 500 horsepower? Is that same?
I mean,
looking at it like a cloud of fire. It's a whirlwind. It's a horses of fire.
right.
Like power, like
Right.
I get it.
Pretty much like that.
Right, it ain't that deep. Right?
That's a good example you said
Like
about
500 horsepower.
Exactly.
That's why I look at it like that.
But they actually looking like, you know, like the fire is like horses, you know, gotta be in there working it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But this is, like I said, this is how people talk 5,000 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, today we'd be like, that's a UFO. and it's got beams all around it. You know, and you know they didn't know what they was looking at. That's the best they could explain what they was looking at. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know these are our brothers inside. You know what I mean? Our angelic brothers inside these crafts. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come back with Christ and redeem us.
The angels.
Angels. Come. Let me get two more just to get some clarification when I'm talking about the clouds, because I know you was looking like clouds. Clouds, you know what I'm saying? But the picture starting to be painted a little bit for us. Let me get Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. You know what I'm saying? These all through the script, and look, I just got a couple of them. There's many more scriptures with you know, the chariots and how they're described in the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Matthew
24 and 30. Yep, go ahead.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
In the clouds of heaven.
With power and great glory.
With power and great glory. You know what I'm saying? Now those are what I'm putting it together is precepts. So what a cloud is. So you already know he's coming with this cloud. We got some more on that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, read.
And he shall send his angel with a great sound of a trumpet.
Know what I'm saying?
And they shall gather his elect from the four winds.
They should do what?
Gather his elect from the four winds.
Do you know what the elect is that he's going to gavel for the four winds?
Those of us that went out in the diaspora.
Say that again.
Those of us that went out in the dispersed.
Those of us that follow the real true doctrine of Christ. Those are the elect, the 144,000. You know what I'm saying? The elect from the four corners of the earth.
Did that have anything to do with the 1/3?
The 1/3 is going to die.
Hello.
The 1/3 is going to be.
I thought 2/3 died.
Oh. No, 1/3.
The 1/3. That's not. I thought that was them getting gathered from the four corners of the earth. The 1/3. The 1/3. The 2/3 died. Right?
You're right. Right. But that is, you know, you know what the 144,000 is?
Not.
The 144,000. Okay, Eric. If you're in a Christian church, the 144,000 would be just what it is. Only 144,000 people on the planet Earth was just going to be in the kingdom of heaven. That's it. That's what the Christian church. But the 144,000 is actually the governing body of the kingdom with the Israelites, right. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
To govern the 1/3.
To govern the ones on earth. So it's just like the president, the senators, the Congress, all those people that runs this United States. Yeah. That's going to be the 144,000. Right. The 144,000 are in the ISUPK, hands down, because there's only one body of Christ. Mm-hmm. We've been here since 1969. We the first. Every other Israelite group is a break-off group. You understand it? Every other Israelite group is a group that can't take orders. They can't. They want to be the head nigga in charge. They want to turn. They don't want to learn from Commander General. They want to teach their own doctrine. And that's when you get the watered down doctrine of these other Israelite groups. This is going to be our 51st Passover. Show me another Israelite group with the 51st Passover. Man, we number one. You know what I mean? And that's what that's what these these other Israelite groups, they think they got the truth, but they don't. We got the truth.
I seen is this the group that was on Donahue?
Huh?
Is this the group, the guy that represented on Donahue that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I
But now,
kept watching that over and over. I was
yeah.
astonished.
You talking about with the girl on it?
It was Donahue.
Yeah, Donahue. Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, that's us.
That's one of the episodes I kept rewatching.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I
he
was
went in.
astonished by that. I
Right.
felt like the dude that stood, the Israelite man, that he stood his ground. He didn't care about them, and
Right.
I felt like, damn, that's strong, man.
Right.
I like that, you know.
Right.
And I was a Christian at the time.
Oh, okay.
I was fully into.
What?
I kind of, and don't get me wrong, it was a part of me that kind of thought he was bucked out too.
Right.
At the time.
Right. At the time.
Christianity, I'm like, this dude bucked out, he's
Right.
strong. He keeping it gangster, you know.
Right.
That's how I was looking at it.
Right. Yeah. And that's the old I should be getting. Now, the one today, these brothers today, a little bit more strategic, some bad, more gangster. More gangster, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and teach, brother.
They more. Oh, this is bad. I know you see. You got your Captain Tazaria, Captain Mashak. I don't know if you're familiar with these brothers, but any type of doctrine that the Moors, the Imams, the Muslim Imams, and we got it all. You know what I'm saying? We got it all, and we have deteriorated all that doctrine. Like nobody want to go against us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody do. But yeah, we the same people on Donnie. Yeah, we the same one. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know what I'm saying? This whole book is about the Israelites in Christ. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand who Christ is and how is he coming back to redeem us. He ain't coming back and floating in little sandals and looking all homosexual, talking soft. He said he got his voices of many waters. You know what I'm saying? So he's a roughneck brother. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't coming back, and he ain't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Revelations chapter 19. Verse 11. No. You know what I'm saying? Just we getting a little clarification how how Christ is coming back. He ain't playing no games, I don't understand everybody. It's not fun and games. How the Christian church depicted. It's going to be a sad day, but it's going to be a good day for us at the same time. Go ahead, read that.
Revelations 19, verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
You know what I'm saying? That's Christ right there. Go ahead.
And in righteousness he does judge and make war.
He make war. You know what I'm saying? He judge and make war. And we was talking about that in the beginning of the class. Like, when Christ come back, yes, he's going straight to war because all the nations of the world. Now, this is the nation of Israel. Believe it or not, this is our military right here. When you talk about those chariots and stuff like that, that's our, because as black people, where's our military at? You know what I'm saying? We are not Africans. You know what I'm saying? We don't look like them. You know what I'm saying? That I tell you what, you tell a Japanese that they're Chinese, they ready to fight you. You tell a Korean that he a Japanese, he's ready to fight you. Because they know how different they are. And we, of course, you know you're not an African. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not an African. And them Africans know that we're not Africans. You know what I'm saying? You go over there, you viral, you might not come back. You might be some Negro soup or something over there. You know, you know what I'm saying? But they not us. You know what I'm saying? Christ came for his people, not the Africans, the Negroes. You know what I'm saying? And this is how he coming back. He's coming back with an army. Into the Galactica Negro. You understand? Let's come, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be real in here, you know what I'm saying? He's coming back, you know what I'm saying? He coming from space. He ain't coming from outer space with a vehicle, you know what I'm saying? To travel, and he's coming with whatever type of technology he got that's going to destroy all the military might on this earth. And that's what we read right here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read some more. Is there more in there?
Verse 12. His eyes was a flame of fire.
His eyes was a flame of fire. You know what I'm saying?
And on his head were many crowns.
Because on his head was many crowns. Those crowns represent him snatching other nation crown. So he just gonna stop at, you know what I mean? By the time he get to where he at, he don't snatch Russia crown, you know what I'm saying? France crown, he got many crowns on him, you know what I'm saying? He don't dictated and destroyed all those nations. He got the crown to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read some more.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
You know what I'm saying?
Verse 13.
No, we could stop right there. But we already know the fury that he coming with, you know what I'm saying? He's not playing no games, he's not coming back and, giving kisses and stuff like that. We could go a little step further with it just to show you how much what the prophecy say how he's coming. You go to Isaiah 63. 63 and 1.
It's almost 8:30.
Go out. Because he come back, you know what I'm saying? Christ, you see how I say in the scripture that his eyes of a flame of fire? Do you know what the eyes of his flame of fire represent?
Well, I learned.
It sounds like.
In Christianity, it says judgment.
No.
But it comes from the wine we drink.
There you go.
It comes from Genesis, where it said his eyes shall be red with wine.
There you go. Good night. Get that man a hand.
That's right. That's right.
Get that man a hand. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
Yeah.
Just like we do. You know what I'm saying? We take a drink. We can go in the corners. Go in the corners of anywhere in Baltimore. See them brothers on the corner. Bloodshot red. You know what I'm saying? For drinking. And Christ liked to make his own wine and stuff like that.
You know, Christianity.
It's like the wine which is lawful, which is lawful
right.
to drink.
Right.
Now the Christian church, they have a problem with you drinking some liquor or whatever in the church.
Right.
But they don't have a problem with a man marrying another man.
No,
they don't have a problem with you smoking weed and huffing a little cocaine as long as you can pay your tithes. They don't give a damn about that.
Right.
It's okay for you to be a flaming homosexual and play the organ and sashay down the aisle and put on a show in front of the entire congregation.
Right.
This is white supremacy. It is not our culture. It's not our society. It's white supremacy. It causes the Lord to turn his back on us. which is why we're dying right now. A woman in the Midwest that worked in a packing plant, I'm not going to say her name, a black woman, a big hat Christian, you understand? She died of the coronavirus. She was infected. She couldn't stop going to work because she couldn't stop paying her tithes.
Wow.
She was dealing with the evangelist that said that I don't care what you're doing, pay your tithes.
Right.
The only way she would get paid is to go to work.
Good.
She told her son, I gotta go to work because I gotta pay my tithes to the Lord. You weren't paying your tithes to the Lord, you were paying it to the devil.
Right.
How do you know it's the devil?
Right.
Because they go against everything that the Lord says.
Right.
The Christian church is the Antichrist.
Right.
The society and the culture of the Antichrist. Because everything they do is against the Bible.
Damn right.
They tell you you can eat what you want to eat. The laws are done away with. Everybody can be saved. And that's why this poor woman met her death, unable to breathe. Like she was drowning in the ocean that they drowned our ancestors in when they brought us over here, didn't have enough food on the ship, so they threw us in the damn ocean and let the sharks devour us. She died like that. She understood and knew the courage of our ancestors,
right,
because she wanted to be a big hat Christian.
Right.
This is why our people are dying. Repent,
right,
from the garbage of white supremacy.
Damn right.
The KKK are Christians.
Right.
The skinheads are Christians. Negro, you faking. You faking. You ain't the damn Christian, man. The KKK is the Christian. That's why they burnt crosses on your lawn and dragged you out your house, hung you and set you on fire in the name of that white boy and that effeminate homosexual they call Jesus.
Right. Damn right.
A misnomer to Yahweh Shah.
Right.
A mistranslation to Yahweh Shah. Man, this is why you're dying of COVID-19.
Hey. You go.
You got to come to the ISUPK to learn this, man.
You got
this
to.
Is why Salaki, I ain't meaning to.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. You know,
no, go ahead.
Get that powerful officer a hand. You know what I'm saying? Because that was some powerful stuff right there. And he's right, man. You know what I'm saying? If you look at these Christian church, you can see who the Lord's, who's on the Lord's side. Because I can look. I looked at the news the other day. It was like 20 pastors got out of there from COVID-19.
What?
Yeah, a lot of them. Like a lot of pastors. It's like we're not talking we're talking pastors. Strictly pastors have been being out of there. The congregation, they want to say, oh, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They go have their congregation, they get COVID-19, they out of there. And then some of the people in the congregation get it too. And then some of them die too. You know what I'm saying? We have classes every day. You know what I'm saying? We have not gotten a report of any sickness in any of our classes.
God.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is in this house.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Khan means yes in Hebrew.
In Hebrew?
Mm-hmm. You know, through class, and I mean, once you come here more often, you'll see that we talk in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Because we study the Hebrew, right? So the ancient Hebrew, not the Yiddish.
So is evidence saying amen? Amen. Amen.
Nothing you can say amen. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a one West tradition. But we chop it up. You know what I'm saying? We chop it up.
So like the Christians make everything in the Bible so gay.
Right.
Just say so be it.
So be it.
So
Right,
be
right,
it.
right.
So be it.
Right.
Hey man, after the ending of our prayers, we say so be it.
So be it.
This is why we call ourselves generals and captains and officers, because they've made bishop and pastor so gay and so it's so tangled with homosexuality, pedophilia, and crimes against God and man. Pastors have crimes against God and man. Right. Especially when they stand up there and they apologize for they didn't rape some woman or had sex with 3-4 different men and children, and they get up there and say they're sorry. Look, the Christian church has not destroyed, but I want to say they have defiled the names in the Bible. Right. That's why in the ISUPK we use Old Testament ranks. Right. I'm an officer of 5,000. He's an officer of 1,000. Officer of 1,000. You have captains and you have generals. You don't have pastors. Right. You understand? You don't have what's another one? Deacons. Because they destroyed it with their crimes. So you can't call yourself a deacon or a pope without being tangled together with being a pedophile. Right. You can't do it. The Christian church is the culture and society of the devil. Right. Mm-hmm. All right. So some of those things we just don't say. All right. So you get used to it once you start coming around. So big. Right. Big. Hey, man. Right. Go ahead, please. You know what I'm saying?
He always drop it heavy. You know what I'm saying? Every time. And like he said, that's just how we roll. You know what I'm saying? It's just UPK stuff. It's just how we roll. Let's get back on Christ. You know what I'm saying? Now we know how Christ is coming back. You know he's coming back, and he's not playing no games. So let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1.
Isaiah 63:1. Who is this?
You use the mic, brother. They can't hit you. They can't hear you on live. Or put it close to you. Yes.
Isaiah 63, verse 1. Who is this that's coming from Edom?
From Edom. Do you know what Edom is?
Edom is Esau.
Edom is Esau. Edom is the kingdom. Esau is the progenitor, which is the father of Edom.
God.
Which is the white man. So this is a prophecy right here that we read. Go ahead, read.
Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments?
With dyed garments. Good night. Go ahead.
From Bozrah.
Bozrah.
Yeah. This that is glorious in his apparel.
You know what I'm saying? He's glorious, and look, he got style. Look, this said he got stained apparel, but he's glorious in it. You know what I'm saying? Why is he glorious in stained apparel?
Traveling.
I'm asking you a question. Why is he glorious in this stained apparel? He got stained apparel. That's just like if I dump some coffee on your nice white linen, would you think that'd be glorious?
Nah, but
he's glorious in his stained apparel. Why is he glorious?
Is it because he I guess he stomped them out?
Yes, he got the blood of the other.
He got that blood.
He got that blood, and he's feeling glorious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
That
the
goes with, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
That goes with the wine press, right?
Are we going
With him stomping in the wine
Right.
press.
Right. That's the metaphor of the wine press. You know what I'm saying? That's.
Well, I ain't maybe it's the wrong word, metaphor. I mean,
It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like dang, what can I say?
Read it again.
Yeah, read it again.
Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bosra?
Who is this?
Who is
that
this?
cometh from Edom with dyed garments? Who is this fake? Got that? Look, check this out. I'll give it to you absolutely real and straightforward. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to mess around. All right. And there's precepts to this. All right.
Right.
These people who do the most murdering in the earth, they do the most crimes in the earth, and they always get away with it. Why? The precept for that is the morning sun. The devil, who we always look at as the morning sun. Why is it that a poor white person wearing some loafers can walk into a store and they'll never get followed around? But you can come in with a suit and a tie. They'll follow you behind all the way around the store just because of who you are. But them, they won't. They're never suspected of being anything besides the morning sun or the son of the morning. Why can a white woman go to the police station and say, he raped me, he beat me, and he hurt me, and you were nowhere near her? Emmett Till, and we find this out years later, Emmett Till was murdered because he supposedly whistled at a white woman. He supposedly whistled at her, right? They tied a compressor to his body. First they tortured him, beat him, his face was swollen, unrecognizable. They tied him to a compressor fan, threw him in the lake and sunk his body, right? Until he was all completely disfigured, tortured, and dead because he supposedly whistled at this white woman. 30 years later, when they went on trial, they were found not guilty because the lawyer that the white murderer had said that your ancestors would turn over in their grave if they knew that a nigger or a Negro whistled at one of our women and we did not protect her. Well, we found out 30 years later when the woman wrote a book that the brother didn't even whistle. He didn't even do that.
Right.
But the point is, they believe that white woman. Everyone believes her that this black boy did something to her, which was minuscule. It wasn't worth death, but he was put to death for this small thing that she lied about. Because none of our people can see them for what they are, for the monsters that they are. They are stained. They are stained with murder and with blood. And even with that stain, I forgive you. Even when the woman went up in the guy's apartment and murdered him in his own goddamn house, sitting down eating ice cream, his brother, his mother, his whole family hugged the murderer and said, I forgive you. They are stained with the blood of black people, but we can't see. We can't see. And I'll give you one precept. I don't want to take over.
No, go ahead.
Damn.
Do your thing.
Like, yeah.
You good. You might as well finish it out. You can't, you know what I mean?
There must be a falling away first. Give me that. Hold up. Let me find it. It's crazy that we can't see these people for what they are. And like I was explaining to you earlier, the love, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 1, I believe. 2 Thessalonians 2. Let me get to that. I hate to do that to your class, brothers. Like
You good, man.
2 Thessalonians 2. No man. Start at 3. Start at 3 and use the mic.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Now, this is Paul. Now remember, Paul's in jail. Paul's in jail right now. And he's saying, let no man deceive you. Don't let the Romans come by and tell you they're going to give you money if you let these such and such in your congregation, and if you do away with the laws, and if you take care of this and that. He said, let no man deceive you. Now let's get to his point. Unless, read it again.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come.
That day shall not come. That day of Christ, it shall not come. Read.
Except there come a falling away first.
Good night. Except there be a falling away first. That falling away is Christianity. Is the love of the other nations. And it's not really even the other goddamn nations. It's the oppressor. It's him. It's always about loving him. Well, we can't hate them. We can't treat them the way they treated us. We gotta compromise. No. He's saying unless there be a falling away first, unless there be a falling away of this love affair that we have with white supremacy, who is stained with the blood of black people for 4.5 centuries, brother. How can you, look, you can go to the FBI crime statistics website and see that white people murder more white people than black people murder black people. But yet we are the murderers of our own kind. You can go there and see that white people rob more people, rape more people, sodomize more children than any other race of people. You can see it with your own eyes, but us will never believe it. Mm-hmm. We can't believe it because of that white Jesus. Because every time God appears in our mind, it's that white boy. It's that white homosexual. So I did not mean to take up your time with your class.
Man, look, man.
I apologize to you. Look.
We edify. Look, this is the ISUBK. We one body, brother.
That's it. But look, this is the thing. This is the point I'm trying to make. Is that we cannot see the evil, the compound evil and barbarism of this people, even though we know the past, even though we know that they're dropping and stuffing dope in our community, putting all kinds of propaganda out there so that we believe that drug dealing is profitable for us, that it's a good thing for us to do, that it gives us a good and beautiful reputation for us to have in our community. Even though we know these things are destroying us, we don't see them as being evil. There has to be a falling away first. That falling away is Christianity. There's a million other precepts to show you that. But I'm gonna leave it right there and get a brother back. It's a lot.
Yeah, brother,
It's a lot, yeah.
Always, you know, bringing heavy. You know what I'm saying? That's Officer Block 5,000. Go ahead, brother.
Brother, I've never heard that put that way. But it was so clear the way you said it, man. I seen exactly what he meant.
Right.
And I never ever heard it put that way.
You know what that is? You're shaking off the anity.
Man, I promise you, I know exactly what he means now.
Right.
Because my loved ones is in love with that character.
Right.
They is in love with him.
Right.
And I said, no, I've been fell out of love with the guy. I know something ain't right with him.
Right.
So, but the way he just put that right there,
Right.
that put a bullet in my gun.
Hey, look, I hope many more go on that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how this is how we wake up, brother. We doing the same thing that every prophet did in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We give them the truth. We not, you know what I mean? You got the Christian church just like the powerful officers bringing out. I mean, the Christian church right now, I mean, you can tell they hurt right now.
Yeah.
They hurt. They felt completely off to where as though they have, you know, all the drive-thrus open. Now they got drive-through praising and stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Drive-through ties. Good. Nice. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy right there. You know what I'm saying? Jake boy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the ISUBK is about. You know what I'm saying? Opening up eyes, opening up people, opening up the Bible. Okay. We open up the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And we show people things that they never, ever seen before, ever. You know what I'm saying? The Bible. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Every time we out on the street, every time we're in class, we always say an extra soul because we show you what the Christian church won't show you. You understand? Which is only right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time for that part to die out, and it's starting to happen now. Like Commander General Yohana said, I want to see myself at this next Passover. How many people join the ISUBK because of the COVID-19, you know what I'm saying, pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got some other fake Israelite groups, you know, had tragic things happen over this pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Lord be with them, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to have salvation, if you want to have the covering, you know what I'm saying, the protection, you need to come into the ISUBK, you know what I'm saying, under Commander General Hunter. You know what I'm saying? This is where you get your, you know, safe haven. You know what I'm saying? We just had a food drive. We've been having a food drive for the last 3 weeks. Sir? We had, was it three weeks we had a food drive?
Yeah, we have a food drive every Saturday.
Every Saturday we have a food drive out here. We give away free food in front of this building every Saturday.
Feed our people.
We feed our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
A global pandemic.
A global pandemic, and we out here, and guess what? We could tell These are Christ's people, the 12 tribes of Israel. And outside this building right now, we got Ephraim, we got Zebulun, Simeon, Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, a little bit of Reuben and Gad, and Manasseh. We got all those tribes, and Judah, Benjamin, Levi, they on the other side. But we just, but guess what? You can tell that they are us too, because they're going through the same hell as we going through. Same exact hell. The Mexican brothers out here, they're going through the same hell we is. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that they the 12 tribes. They just let them out the borders, with the Texas borders out, little kids in cages and stuff like that. Couldn't. Hey, I mean, how brutal and vile can you be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To do that to, some children.
Evil.
It's evil. You know what I'm saying?
And war crime.
You know what I'm saying? But we got like the officer was saying, this is our military structure. This is the Lord's military. You know what I'm saying? When he come back, we're fishermen right now. We're fishermen. You know what I'm saying? And then the Lord gonna turn us into hunters when we're gonna go hunting. You know what I'm saying? But right now we fishing. We're grabbing as many men as possible to learn this truth. You know what I'm saying? On the commanding general hunter. You know what I'm saying? Just to show you the power structure that we have that's biblical. Because a lot of people all the, like the officer was saying, deacon and all those other, names is kind of soft, you know what I'm saying? And it's not, it's not ISHBK. You know what I'm saying? But we got a military structure here that's strictly biblical. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you let me get Deuteronomy chapter 1 and 15 and show you what the brothers show you what the brothers breaking up. Like I showed you earlier, I showed you our military structure, you know what I mean, Christ's military with the chariots, the clouds, the whirlwinds, you know what I'm saying, the angels. This is our military structure. It's hard to believe. Can't even fathom it. But it's there, and it's going to happen. And we got somebody on our side. He's coming to redeem us. But just to show you the military structure, go ahead and read.
Deuteronomy 1:15. Mm-hmm. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men.
Wise men. Those are the chief of those are the wise men of the tribe, go ahead.
And known, and made them heads over you.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got a structure, you know what I'm saying? We got to be policing ourselves, you know what I'm saying? As a whole, as a people, as a nation. You understand? Go ahead.
Captains over thousands.
There's a captains over thousands. Right now, over this school, we have Captain Sapari. He's over this school right here. Very powerful brother.
What's his name?
Sapari.
I think I got his phone number.
Yeah. He probably did. Cause once you call the Baltimore line, that's who you can. That's the captain of this school. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He be here on. He work a lot, truck driver. Okay. But he be here Fridays, Saturdays.
I left him a message telling him I was on my way here.
Oh, okay. All right, that's what's up, man. Yeah, powerful brother. But that's the captain. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is the structure of Israel, of Christ's military. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Captains of over thousands and captains over hundreds.
You know what I'm saying? We got captains. We got a ranking system. We got captains of 10,000s, captain of 13,000s. You know what I'm saying? After 13,000, then become a general. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, read.
And captains over 50s.
Captains over 50s, go ahead.
captains over 10s,
You know what I'm saying? Captains over 10s.
and officers amongst the tribes.
And officers among the tribes. I'm officer of 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And what this is a military structure in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no Tamarine guys. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, you know, shucking and jiving and playing, you know, pianos and dancing all day. No, that's not God's military. God's military consists of captains, officers, over other men, watching over other men. And that's how we do. We watch over other men. In here every day, all day. You understand? We make sure we stand straight. You understand? You got some more on that?
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And I charge your judges. Thank you, sir. Thank you, bro.
No, you can drop that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Joshua chapter 24, verse 15.
Close it out, brother.
Okay, this is the last scripture, right?
Joshua 24, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord.
If it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, you know what I'm saying? If it seem evil unto you to, you know what I mean, stop eating pork. If it seem evil unto you to, you know what I'm saying, stop smoking. Stop, you know what I mean, shrimp, crab, and lobster. If that seem evil unto you, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and read.
Choose you this day whom you will serve.
Choose you this day who you want to serve. You understand? Go ahead.
Rather the gods which your father served that were on the other side of the flood.
Who we already know. We talking about on the other side of the Noah's Ark. Do you want those? Is that the God you want? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that the God you want? The God that was on the other side of Noah's Ark? Or, you know, go ahead and read.
Or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you dwell.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? And with that, we the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. We've been here since 1969, telling you that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And with that, we're going to pass the class off to priest and officer, Kawan Palat.
Clap it up, yo. Clap it up. That's what's up. Damn right.
Sir.
You got a lot of stuff up there. You get it in. Don't sweat.
I ain't know
Sweat. Let me get out your way. Get out your way. Goddamn right. Where the book at, Bree?
Oh, slap.
Yeah, grab that for me. Shalakia, what's going on is real. We gonna close it out. Any questions you got, hurry up and put them out there, man. We ready to close it out. You heard. That's what's up. Check for any announcements. We got something new going on over there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's looking real glorious, you know what I mean? But security announcements. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. Another 6 month period. The brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which y'all know what marriage is, right? I ain't gotta explain that, right? All right, bang, bang, bang. That's what marriage is, goddammit. It ain't like in a Christian church where you gotta go get a certificate from your oppressor in order to say that this woman is mine. Nah, the Lord made it real simple for you. If you lay with that woman, that's your woman. You're responsible for her. You purchased her. Right. She's yours.
Right.
You own it.
Right.
All right? Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18, 21, Malachi 3, 8, and 10. If you got your stimulus plan, give $120 to Commanding General Yana, man.
Right.
He deserves it, man. I'm going to tell you why. Because he'll take that money and he'll fund not only the schools, he'll pay the rent for not only the schools that are all over America, all over the West Indies, and all over the European continent and everywhere in the goddamn world. He takes care of the rent and the needs of everyday brothers and sisters. I've seen it for myself.
Right.
This is why we come out on every Saturday and feed brothers and sisters in the community.
Right.
The Christian church is afraid.
Right.
They think that COVID-19 was of the will of the devil.
Right.
But we read the Bible in the ISUPK. We know the devil has no power.
Right.
We know that if there's evil done in a city, that the Lord has done it.
Right.
The Lord brought COVID-19 and he shut down the enslavement and the unrighteous and evil industries of America. And he did it swiftly, brother. Right. Think about it now. Just 2-3 weeks ago, you was going to work, you was paying your rent, you was getting shot down in the street by the police, you was getting redlined, you were getting unfair, you were dealing with unfair business practices. The Chinese all have businesses in your community, but you have none in their community. The Hippodrome in Baltimore City is not owned by black people. You don't have the Hippodrome no more. Remember, you used to go to Hippodrome and watch your movies, and that used to go to black families, and that used to go to benefit the black community. Well, it doesn't anymore. It goes to benefit Arabs. All right? Your hip-hop chicken. Didn't black people invent hip-hop? Somebody didn't. I might be wrong. Am I wrong or right, Natazol?
You're right.
Did black people invent hip-hop?
Yes, sir.
Why the hell do you have a business in the black community that is thriving called hip-hop chicken?
Right.
Don't Negroes eat chicken? We known for eating chicken and watermelon. Goddamn, they berated us all on TV, on the funnies, on the radio for eating chicken and watermelon, right?
Right.
But Arabs make money off of hip-hop chicken? No, there's something wrong with me. That's the problem. I'm an idiot that's on the corner that screams out ridiculous, dumb things. I got to be the problem, not that's all. It can't be that other races of people are stealing the prosperity of black people in front of our face, and we're allowing them to do it, and we're happy for them to do it because we don't want the next black family or black man to prosper. But goddamn, right now that's a problem, ain't it?
Right.
Because you need to depend on your neighbor.
Right.
Because the government ain't going to do, they about to cut you off.
Right.
It ain't enough money for everybody. It ain't enough ventilators for everybody to live, not the zone. It ain't enough ventilators, brother.
Ain't enough.
Who you think they going to give the ventilators to? It's something wrong with me. I admit it. That's a lot here. Let's finish it out. Priest fund. If you like the amazing job this priest did today, God damn it, send him a little something. $2, God damn it. something so we can keep this truth going. Right. No sweat though. If you selfish, you don't want to send nothing, you don't care about the prosperity of black people, no sweat. This truth been going on since 1969. It's going to go on without you, Negro. Right. Do or don't. But the Lord is watching. Is he or is he not, brother? No sweat. Free will authoring for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, upcoming holy congregation, which is the Passover. Don't look online and say, with these other fake Israelite groups, they having a Passover online. No. The Passover has to be with the congregation. The congregation has to come together. While the evil angels, while the murderous angels go around and murder and kill the babies of our enemies. This is what we celebrate. You know, gay Christians would say, how could you celebrate the killing the babies of the Egyptians? The same way the Egyptians celebrated keeping us in slavery for 400 years, right, allowing us to build their society and not giving a damn about our kids being squeegee kids on the damn corner. Right. Don't Baltimore have squeegee kids? Salaki, I've gone too far. Call Commanding General Your Honor. Take me to counsel. God damn. All right? Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Holy congregation, that's the 51st annual Passover. It's coming. All right? If Commanding General Your Honor has to push it back a month because the Lord is killing and dealing with our adversaries, or the Lord is killing and dealing with us. He said he was going to deal with us first. That's what he said. He said, I'm going to come to my house first. Because Negroes just won't separate. Negroes just won't love your brother of the flesh. Right. It is completely and totally logical for you to say, I'm going to love everybody. I don't care what color you are. It don't matter to me what color or what race you are, just that you love God. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Right. You're supposed to push your brother. You're supposed to indict your brother. You're supposed to give your brother the opportunity to change. You're supposed to forgive your brother. Right. You didn't forgive this monster, this animal, for 400 years of slavery, oppression, barbarism, degradation, and I can go on for months. Remind Akim and Akwafium to check into social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, scarf. Men of Israel. Salaki. Men of Israel, I Mashiach. Stand, brother. Face the teacher. We're going to give the teacher a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Mashiach Shabbat. Do what we do. Hand behind your back. I Mashiach. Bruh. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. There's no sisters in attendance. Yazimatah. Class dismissed.
I enjoyed this, man. Hold on now. I'll show you what to do. What we can do, check this out now. Come here for a minute now. Yes, sir. Can I ask you something?
You can make, hold on for 1 second. Sure. You get in the class. This is what shows. So you get in the class and you take this. That's what you're explaining right now. And then you're gonna play some music to end it all. Here we go, you can get some. Play the music.
Perfect. I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their cloth. There's no one that can match me.
No affiliation, why they faking? This ain't for debating. We the real, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't on like heavy rotation on radio stations. I just pray the Lord give me patience, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name Walter Payton. Shitting on these rappers, 9 to 5 is my occupation. Raw, you come in with your best troops, you best bring more. Already told you I got the juice like Orenthal. Already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth, all your men falls. So boss, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated when bringing haters to misery. Top 5 list ain't shit unless you mention me. Yeah, that's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make them more fuck niggas. Why they procreate? Why they overhate? Cause their time is short and a moment late. Let it culminate to they heart erase and it palpitate. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual, all of you homosexuals, faggots.
There's no one like me. I'm from their cloth. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
I don't want to congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want the fellowship. I ain't trying to build with you. Ain't the UPK? Ain't the truth. Keep it real with you. Defenders of the faith. I got no problem bumping heads with you. All that bullshit, you could take it over there with you. Rather be a houseboy. Rather run with them field niggas. Show them to put in work. Move mountain, crush hills, nigga. Take a dead soul. Breathe life and make it live, nigga. No affiliation, so it's no one to compare with us. Took the Lord's laws and just added it with fear, nigga. Ain't for the body, cause you know like kill a head quicker. With these bars, I'm on my grizzly, so bear witness. You spit cold, I spit flu. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss fringes. Don't compare dentists. You PK. We men the wall shit, we ain't Christian. Harm one of us, get pistol whipped like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill. I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields, I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a coward. I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. And we take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gon' say. Shit, we make profits out of shooters like the NBA. You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. Wow. These niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks laid. You switch sides, I'd rather switch K's. You was never with us, nigga. Just know we won't mission, nigga. Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga. Left hip hold the pistol, nigga. How you want it? You can get it spiritual or physics, nigga.